sort of offered.
Someone offered you like 3 balls? Like, what do you mean? It was
there was it's like a no. Well, there's
someone offered you.
Actually, I think there's
balls.
5. I think there's 5.
All right, welcome to Zoning Out, presented by the Comedy Zone podcast, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to the end of 2024.
Can you believe it?
No.
I can't either.
No, I cannot believe it at all. I also can't believe we're
right.
actually in the club. We are in the Comedy Zone.
Presented by and at
the Comedy Zone.
The Comedy Zone. This is exciting. I love that we're here. This is the second time doing this.
Yeah. It is.
I think that was actually the title of one of the episodes. What I just said, presented by and at. So
yeah,
it's callback.
You have a habit of using the same phrases over and over.
We're doing it, man.
He's calling you on original. Cool. Yeah. Listen. This is a big deal. This is the end of 2024. We got a show. Jonathan and I are on the show tonight, right here with John Reep.
That's right.
Pretty
That's right.
exciting.
The 50 Shades of White tour. I love it.
It is a white affair.
Yeah.
It is.
No, but I think it's a good lineup though, because it does have, like, in my opinion, a range of different ideologies. I'm guessing. I know nothing about John Reep.
Experience levels.
Okay, sure.
Don't act like you got a couple years on me.
I do. I got a couple years on it. What's the problem?
Nothing.
Imagine, I don't know. I just picture John Reep to be like you from an alternate universe.
How so? I'm challenging this.
I just imagine.
Have you seen and or met him before?
No.
Okay. Cool. So
Probably
you're
not
big time
good to
wrong.
admit right here. All right.
That's funny.
Well, you'd have to tell me about him. I honestly don't know. This is a complete guess.
Well,
we can jump in. I think he's great. He's really funny.
No, he's
Jonathan
sure he's
doesn't like him.
hilarious.
yeah, I am an openly anti-John Reep. No, John's awesome. Although one thing we do have in common is that he's like born and raised in Hickory, as he says it, sort of mountainous-ish area, and I was not born and raised, but lived in that part of the world for a few years. So I got a little bit. I got the jacket. I got a Carhartt jacket on, which is kind of the energy. So that's all the things that John Reep and I have in common.
Yeah. You're definitely appropriating the work culture.
Yeah, but I did live there where this is, but it's fully, I'm a poser. Let's be clear. Like, I'm going to get that, like, just crystal clear. I wore a racing jacket the other night. I don't race. This is an ice pack, if you're wondering.
You got an ice pack on your
Yeah,
knee?
I got an ice pack on my knee.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
He ran. That's it.
And my knee doesn't like when I do anything. So
That's great. I was literally.
which parts? Wait, hold up. Back up. Which part's great?
Because 10 minutes ago, I was complaining to Jordan about my legs being like Jello.
You
right
did.
now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's fine. But we didn't do any of the things we said we were going to do before the show, by the way.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. That's kind of on me.
And you're being awful meta over there.
Well, we wanted to bring up a lot, like, one, that we're here, but also we got Gmails, we're now on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
We
on
are
YouTube
full
right now.
episodes, baby.
Yes.
Full episodes.
Yes, you can watch us live in 4K. All right, not live, actually. I forgot we're not live streaming, but the 4K is the accurate part for sure.
That's right. It's at the Zoning Out podcast on YouTube. So
Yes, sir.
we got some people asked online about it.
They did.
We're giving the people what they want.
That's right. We did it just for y'all.
I had to give a way too long response to a comment on Instagram where I was like, well, it's only clips online, but blah, blah, blah. I think that's when we realized we're like, nope, needs to go up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, we did it. We listened to feedback. So make sure you can give us feedback through the Instagram and the YouTube comments, of course, or you can call us.
That's right.
At
980-221-9293.
Right. Or if you are a fragile op and you don't prefer using your voice, you can type to us.
If you're Steve Lacy.
Yes, via email at
podcastzoningout@gmail.
Look at that, everybody.
That's easy.
.com.
So easy.
Yeah.
At gmail.com. Thank you.
It was just fun for me to say.
In case my mom was listening. And she
Yeah.
didn't
In case you don't know how
remember to put that
Gmail
in.
works. You don't know.
I mean,
Put
listen.
.com after it.
Do you think everybody is like worn out from the end of the year stuff? I'm not. I'm just curious because I think we should kind of get into that. What do you think?
You mean
guys-
just all the like lists and coverage and
here's what the end of the year, the whole year looked like.
I don't love it. I don't like hate it, but it's just like I'm just kind of like, dude, I was here.
That's the thing. I feel like we were here, but especially in this year, so many things happened.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
think sometimes you forget about everything that happened this year.
I do like best of lists. I do enjoy those.
Yeah.
like top 10.
Was there any
stuff.
that jumped out at Mr. Williams' comedy?
Well, yeah. I mean, just all over my Instagram is just top albums of the year. That's everything that comes up. And one of the accounts I follow, Pigeons and Planes, they voted. Do you know McGee? Either you guys know McGee? MK.GEE. Mm-hmm. They voted his album. He's sort of like rock pop. He's weird. He's kind of his own thing. And they put his album at number 1, which I was like, dang, that's quite a statement. I think GNX was number 2.
Oh,
Kendrick's album.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it is.
How is that not a bigger deal for you guys?
It is. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it came to mind. And the thing is, I would put GNX at number 1. Anyone who's listening to Kendrick's album, if you don't know, if you listen to the show.
I didn't
know even now.
Yeah, I remember the name.
I like that you just went with it, though. Well done.
I'm just being honest.
I would put it at number 1, but that album is good. It's called 2-Star and the Dream Police or something like that. McGee's album. It's pretty great. But that jumped out.
Yeah. But that did make me think. Did you get your like Spotify Wrap or whatever streaming service you use?
Well, I use Apple, so I'm like,
I also use Apple.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't share it because I'm afraid I'll just get clowned for having Apple.
No, that's exactly why I brought this up. I got mine ready. Are you ready?
I can pull it up.
Jason,
when
do you
you say
get to
yours.
yours?
Mine is a little embarrassing.
Let's do top artists.
Oh, I don't think I
you don't listen to music?
I do, but I do it on YouTube, so I don't know if it does that.
Yeah, probably not. All right, well, there's...
You want me to go first?
I can tell you what it is.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Mine might be slightly surprising, probably not super surprising.
Okay. For my top artist, number 5, I have Jermaine Cole.
Okay.
AKA J. Cole.
Okay, interesting. Because if listeners will remember,
I had a lot of strong opinions.
You had some thoughts on J. Cole.
Yeah,
I did too, but not as strong as yours
tense,
necessarily.
Guys. It was tense.
Yeah. About his response to the diss
response. Actually.
Wait, the what? The what response?
That's clever.
No, honestly, what word did you just say?
The deleted response.
Oh, the deleted response. Yeah, I meant that for sure.
Start running.
I did. Well, I was truly confused. I would have run with it if I wasn't lost.
Okay. See, number 4 is kind of tricky because it's Metro Boomin.
Okay.
Which really is just Future.
It's Future.
Which leads to number
and Kendrick
3,
a little bit.
Future. Hey, Stacy! It's one of our favorite people here at the comedy. Oh,
there she is!
It's a New Year's Eve celebration. We can't put that on YouTube.
She's gonna have to come beyond.
That was behind the
she
lens.
should.
That was amazing.
That's number 2 for me. My number 2 artist, Kendrick Lamar.
Number 2, baby.
And I'm opening myself up to criticism on this.
Oh, buddy.
But number 1, beating Kendrick Lamar by over 1,300 minutes. Drake.
Wow.
Yeah, Drake is still number 1 on my top artist.
Wow. Okay. And
that's wild.
And this is from someone who you have gone on record like Kendrick's the guy. Yeah. At this point, by now,
Kendrick is the guy at this point.
No one in their right mind's kind of saying anything else.
Yeah.
At this point.
But I will also admit, if we're looking at full catalogs, I prefer Drake.
That's fair. I think, okay. Would you say full catalogs, are you drawing a distinction here between prefer and like objectively think? I mean, not that there's really any such thing as true objectivity, but like, are you drawing a distinction there? Or are you saying that you still think full catalog to full catalog, Drake is actually better?
No. I would say I prefer Drake in the sense that like I recognize To Pimp a Butterfly was a masterpiece.
Right.
I also personally know I'm going to listen to Nothing Was the Same over that album any day of the week.
What was J. Cole's line about To Pimp a Butterfly?
Like
your second shit.
Tragic or something like that.
Yeah.
Jason, we'll get you back in the conversation. Don't worry about it.
I'm nodding off, but that's good.
It made people fall asleep, but they gassed it. That's what it was. And people is the word I'm using.
Yeah, because we're on camera, of course.
Yeah. Off camera, it is just Jordan's just like stop, and I'm like I won't. That does not happen. All right, you want to hear my top 5?
Yes,
it's interesting, man.
Okay.
Number 5, Sufjan Stevens. Not a surprise to anyone who knows me. Do you know?
You just like saying
Didn't we
his
bring
first
this up
name.
in a previous episode?
Yeah.
What about? Oh, that was not someone you knew.
Yeah,
like
I remember her
/knew?
name only because of you.
his.
Apartment.
At least I think. I've never. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So number 5, Sufjan Stevens, a perennial favorite of mine for sure. Number 4. Okay, who's someone that you know I love that I haven't talked about as much recently?
Frank Ocean.
I was gonna say Tyler.
Frank Ocean,
Frank-
number
yeah,
4.
Frank is- yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of ashamed that Tyler's not in my top 5 actually,
See?
because Chromacopia is honestly it could be his best album, dude. It's real good. I
All right.
think.
That's
You don't
fair.
think so?
Call me if you get lost is where I'm going.
I mean,
But
call me.
that's cool.
I don't. I might agree. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he keeps hitting. Number 3, this one I'm not proud of. There was just one song that I listened to over and over again at the beginning of the year because it brought me comfort for some reason. But it is the very Gen Z beloved pop band, the 1975.
Oh, I thought you were going with Sabrina
Wow.
Carpenter.
I
I
do-
love 1975 though.
Yeah.
That's nothing to be
Yeah,
ashamed of.
they are. I am. Okay, I can admit that I'm more of a fan than I'm willing to I'm
No,
willing
I
to let
was
on.
there,
Why is
like-
that a problem?
Yeah, the album like Love in the Internet Age or whatever it's
That's
called.
not even close, but yeah, I do. A brief inquiry into online relationships, I believe, is what you're referring
Yes,
to.
okay,
Yeah, I
you're
am a
right,
fan,
okay, yeah.
but this is specifically because one song called with a very goofy name. It's called Jesus Christ 2005 God Bless America,
Oh.
featuring Phoebe Bridgers. It's
Is that
a
what
good
they
one.
play at the
Brings
rally?
me comfort.
Because that title sounds like that's what they play at the rally.
Yeah, that's where I heard it for sure. Number 2,
You're wearing a Carhartt shirt, so you gotta
You gotta play the part.
Gotta
That's
play
for
the
sure.
part, man.
that's true. But come on, man, it's tie dye.
Well, you know, they're
Somebody
trying to have
tie-dyed
representation.
this car.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
The
going
inside's
for.
red.
I'm going for down the it's like a sort of saddle blanket material. I don't know what you would call that. Chamois cloth. Anyway,
What's he talking about?
just stuff that's real. Number 2, guy you may have heard of called Kendrick Lamar. That's number
Yeah.
2.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
on the same page there.
Number 1. Do y'all have? I've talked about this person a decent amount this year. Fair amount.
Taylor Swift.
No. I do like Taylor Swift, but
Awesome.
I don't take any
nothing
offense
against
at that.
her. I just being the number 1 would be just unique to what
Yeah.
you normally say.
Okay, by over. Oh my God, I'm just now seeing this. This is by over 10,000 minutes.
Yo,
That's a lot.
I'm nervous now.
Yeah, what is it?
The goddess of this planet, one Miss Casey Musgraves. I love that. So this year, I can explain why too. I mean, I am, other than just I'm a fan, and I think she's like the closest thing we got to Dolly Parton, other than Dolly Parton.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. She is an artist who, like, above all else, her, like, what's in her music is a pursuit and maintenance of peace, of her personal peace. And that has been the name of the freaking game for me in the last year or so.
I like that.
So there's just like,
right,
so I've listened to her, like, her whole catalog
Brought it around
all
with
year.
something sweet there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's real. And I love her. I also would marry her now.
Yeah.
Right now. I am both, her music is important to me, and I am just like, like when you're like 9 and who were your crushes when you were like 9?
Probably still. What's her name from Boy Meets World?
Topanga.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Topanga. I'm with you on that one. Kelly from Saved by the Bell.
That's a good one.
The princess from
Probably like
the
someone from
Never-Ending
I Love
Story.
Lucy for you.
Gina from Martin.
No,
I love Lucy.
The princess from the Never-Ending Story, man.
Oh, yeah.
think I
Oh,
was
nice.
I was under
That's
9.
a good
but
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So that level of like, kind of like, you're a child, this is sad. Like, if anything other than you're a child, you have this level of crush. That's like the kind of level of crush that I have on Casey
okay.
Musgraves. It's out of control. It's unhealthy. It's parasocial is a word that I learned this year.
Parasocial. I like that word.
You know
That's
what it
probably
means?
That's like
just
basically
learned it
having
this
a
year.
relationship with famous figures that
Right.
know nothing
They don't
about
know
you. At
you.
all. Yeah,
So like, it's
one-sided.
kind of like Parasite, sort of. So it's like a very one-way love. But anyway, that's where I'm at. So number
Here,
one,
I got
Casey
a couple.
Musgraves.
I
Yeah, what
got
you
a
got?
couple. I just was pulling up sort of my mix kind
All
of
right,
thing.
perfect.
What comes up. It's first.
All
it's-
right.
with the lyrics
No.
altered.
I'm still embarrassed. by
First
that.
person
But
singular.
that's what just Jason re-rapping the lyrics.
And the only word he changes is we to
It's
I.
I.
That's
That's right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny. We were walking out of the club when that happened.
Oh, that was the
Because I was
best.
saying how much I liked it. And then
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you know
For
that
anyone-
song, I'm going to be all right.
I'm going to be all right when the lyrics are we're going to be all
Yeah.
right. And
I
it
kind
was
of got
very
it
much about being
exactly
black.
wrong.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right. But no, so I already knew this, but like Radiohead. I'm
Love Radiohead.
I'm on Radiohead.
They're a top 10
constantly.
band for me, for
Yeah.
sure.
And then Kings of Leon is up
Okay.
there. Ray LaMontagne,
I like Ray LaMontagne.
Bon Iver,
Bon Iver's great.
Post Malone. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, just his country album this year?
No.
Or-
I was about to-
No, pretty much anything he does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else here. The Strokes. I've been listening to the Strokes.
I
a lot
love Strokes
lately.
are definitely a top 10 band
Lord
for me as well.
Huron.
Lord Huron's good.
Huron, however you say
They
that.
opened
That's about
for
it.
Casey Musgraves when I saw her
There you go.
earlier this month.
So I also pulled this up to change gears. Where did it go? Vulture did the top 10 comedy albums specials this year.
Nice. Okay.
What should I say? There's 10. Should I just run through them?
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it. Start
sure.
at 10.
Alright. Yeah.
Let's do it. Because I don't know all, like quite a few of these actually. So number 10, Ali Wong, Single Lady. It's
Okay.
on Netflix. Number 9, Langston Kerman, Bad Poetry. I have to admit I don't know
Not
Langston
familiar.
Kerman. It makes me
I know both of these people. Have not seen either of these specials.
Rami Youssef, More Feelings,
Know the
which
name.
he was just on SNL, wasn't he? That was on Max, by the way. My favorite, Kyle Kinane, Dirt Nap. He put that himself on YouTube.
Oh, I did watch that one. That was great.
I'm gonna get this name wrong. Courtney Peroso, Vanessa 5000 is the name of it. I'm completely unfamiliar. It doesn't mean anything. Anthony Jeselnik, Bones and All was on Netflix. Nikki Glazer, Someday You'll Die was on Max.
Like the title.
Adam Sandler, Love You
Whoa.
on Netflix, which I didn't see
didn't
that.
I
know
had
that
no idea that
existed.
came
I
out this
will
year.
watch that.
And that was
though.
number 3. I loved his last one, man. I thought that was pretty great. Number 2, Jacqueline Novak, Get on Your Knees. That 94 minutes.
That
90
is too long.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm not that familiar with it.
It better
I feel
have
bad.
more to it than just stand up for 90 minutes. That's wild.
That's excessive.
And one of the best live comics that I've seen live, Ali Sadiq.
Ali Sadiq
Yes.
is great.
Domino
Did not see the
Effect
special.
Part 3, First Day of School.
Yes.
77 minutes on YouTube.
I have seen one of these.
Yeah,
One.
it's a lot I haven't really seen. I've been too busy doing it, I think.
Can I be
Yeah,
honest
that
with you
happens.
guys?
Sure.
I don't watch a ton of specials.
Yeah. No, I'm with
Yeah.
you.
I like
with you
watching
too.
clips. I like watching, but just full specials are just they. I don't know. They just don't. I'm just when I sit down to watch TV, it's usually like been a long day, like
Yeah,
that kind
right.
of stuff, and I'm just like, let's just watch an episode of Community I already know,
I agree with
know?
that. Because I kind of think it's
or
like
a movie.
like how athletes, like you spend so much time watching your own game tape, going to your own practices and playing your own games. It's very rare for you to like just sit down and watch someone
Right.
else's game.
Right.
It happens, but like,
Yeah.
gosh.
I wonder how many basketball games does LeBron James go to that aren't his games a year? 0?
His or like his sons. Like
Or his
where there's no
sons.
like
Where there's
you know,
all it is just I want to watch basketball.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna guess 0 games.
I don't think it's a lot.
However, how often do you go watch comedy, whether it's a show you're on or not?
Oh well, that's different. Yeah,
It's
if
funny,
I'll
right?
pop here. Yeah, I'll pop in here at the illustrious Comedy Zone.
Yeah.
and watch some shows. of course, but
CLTComedyZone.com.
Yeah,
Yeah, I at shows more
Definitely
nights of
do
the
that
week than
before
not.
I watch. Definitely
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
before I'd watch one.
because
on
there's
TV.
also like kind of a community aspect of it, right? Because we
Right.
know Stacy
Yeah.
and the other Stacy. I might see other comedians here, so there's like that extra added element of
Totally.
showing face. So.
You can drink and not be alone. It's
you
always
can.
good.
Yeah.
I prefer to drink alone. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I feel like
I
that
believe
is,
that
like,
about you.
Demonized
true.
unnecessarily.
I agree.
Drinking alone is like, yeah, what's
I'm
wrong
gonna-
with that?
I'm an adult
I
man.
prefer to smoke weed alone for sure.
Okay, cool.
Not
That's
that I
what's-
do
I
that.
prefer you to smoke weed alone.
Yeah, honestly, everyone does.
Yeah.
We're
I
like,
guess
you're
my thing
being
is-
weird, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
You're still an addict even if you're around other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like now, I'm wanting to drink alone. All right, you still have a problem.
Wait a minute. That's like he's coming at me.
No,
I just
that's
said
the
how much-
opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just,
I think he's saying. I think you're saying, Jason, you definitely have a problem.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that other people don't too.
That's correct.
Is that kind of...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that translation. That's
You're
fine.
not alone, even though you drink alone.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But I do go to a lot of shows. I think that's a big difference. And I do think, if for anyone who's just listening, I think live comedy is where it's at. Go see live shows,
Yeah.
no matter where they're at, especially if you don't know somebody. I think that to me is much better than the specials. Specials are great. They're good timestamps. It's good, what does this person sort of... It's usually a good representation of someone's year or whatever it might be. I don't know, whoever we're talking about. Jamie Foxx, for an example. But live shows are a little bit more present. They're a little more what's happening, now in the moment. It's development of that year. So there's so many aspects of it that make it better to see it live.
I think especially at clubs and theaters and places where comedy is what's happening in the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You go to brewery shows and stuff. Those are fun, but it's a brewery. This place we're at right now is not centered around comedy, even if it's like a bigger comedy night. There's always
still
some
go
sort
to
of,
those shows.
Yeah,
But
definitely, please,
would be a club
go
first.
to any live comedy ever. Go,
Yes,
but clubs, it's special.
especially this club.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This club is
Truly.
We hear about it all the time that people are comics are on different podcasts. They bring up this club.
Yep.
About it being
It's
one of the
beloved
best.
and
Yeah.
rightfully
It
so.
is, yeah.
It's like that. Yeah, again, I don't know how often we talk about it. Low ceilings, the lights are good. It's great sound. It's dark.
It's dark.
It's cold. It's literally what you want
It's everything you want.
stand-up club to be.
Not
And
too cold. You can
Well, yeah.
you can
Bring a sweater.
You can be
I-
you'll be fine. And then there's lots of people in here. Don't not go because it's cold. That it's dark and it's cold is not a great advertisement on paper, even though it is good.
We're experts. They should be listening to us, Jonathan.
But what I'm saying is, if
get it.
I'm not a ultra
I'm not
avid
listening to you
comedy
anymore.
fan,
Oh, okay. I was wondering what he was doing.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, no,
I thought it was like a lower back stretch. Based
no.
on
I'm
age.
looking at people who are coming here in January. David Tell is going to be here. Chad and JT. I don't really know them. Bruce. You guys seen Bruce?
Legend. Yeah.
I have
my
not seen him
gosh.
live.
It's one of the best shows you're ever going to see live.
Yeah.
February
Speaking
6th.
of that.
All right, I have
And
no
then
reason to not be
Tara
there, I don't think.
Canastraci, I think is how you say her name, January 9th. Anyway, I just bring it up. I was blowing you off, but in a funny way, not in a real way.
Thanks, man.
It's cold. Bring a coat. Get Jordan's face. It's fine. It's fine.
It's good. Don't let dark and cold. Because just think about it. Just on paper, that doesn't sound great, but it is good for comedy.
It is good. It is very, very good. We have what do you think? You guys want to? Should we take a break, come back and do some games, or we want to get into something else?
Y'all get any good Christmas presents?
Let's talk Christmas presents. Oh my God.
I just wanted to totally undercut.
Yeah, I love that.
But also, it's fun.
What'd
I
you get?
got a Carhartt jacket.
Is this why you wanted to introduce the
Oh
topic?
my
we were already talking about it. I don't think we'll
Oh
talk about it
my
more.
gosh. All right.
Oh,
fine.
And it's
man.
been tie-dyed. Got it at a vintage shop. I assume it was not made this way.
No,
I think
it was
someone
not.
bought it
Yeah.
and tie-dyed it. And I got that from my brothers, although I picked it out in person.
I got to meet his brothers the
You
other
did?
night for the first.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I've known Preston.
You've
but
met
I hadn't
Preston,
met
but
Tim
you've not met
before.
Tim, and certainly not together.
Yeah.
And you got to see the
train wreck.
train wreck that is the train wreck that we love every moment.
Oh my
of.
God! Of course, yeah,
Yeah,
yes. It's
we
not
all-
that experience was not dissimilar at all to me hanging
Yeah.
out with my brothers and my sister.
Yeah.
It is. Everyone's loud and cutting up and
Yeah.
ripping on each other, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
teaming up at one moment. The next
Yeah.
moment you're ripping on. So it's great, dude. They're
And-
good dudes.
And it was fun too, hanging out with you. And Ashley was there.
Yes, we had a special
Ashley Greco.
surprise visit.
Yeah, I
Ashley
totally had
Greco.
no idea. She just was around and didn't tell any of us.
And
Yeah.
if,
So-
for
At all.
people who don't know, Ashley was the other co-host of this show for better part of this year.
Yes.
Speaking of recapping 2024,
Yes.
Yeah.
we kind of that started this year. All of us.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it
sure.
was kind of like the-
summer, late summer maybe.
No.
Midsummer.
it was still cold
thought it was
outside, dude.
I thought it was like January. I thought.
Maybe.
Am I crazy?
It was still cold outside.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't until late August that Ashley left. Right?
Oh, I know why I'm thinking of that is because it was like the previous August or something when we were talking about it.
that's
what it
probably
was.
fair. Yeah, because Kevin left the end of last year.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
So yeah, I'm talking about a recap. It was great to see Ashley. She's doing very, very well out
She
there
is.
in Nashville and with the Zanies crowd. and she's teamed up with Court McCown, another. We had him here in Charlotte for a while, and he took off. He left us. It's fine, Court.
I was going to let you process that emotion.
So no, it was really nice to see her. She's doing great. She will be here. We're doing the new material night, January 28th.
Oh, she is going to be here.
January 28th.
So
that's right.
Get that on the calendar.
We'll be right here on this stage. We'll be doing new material night. There'll be, I think, 8 comics doing about 8 or 9 minutes of new material. It's a show that I host. You guys are always on it, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Come out and see us if you're in Charlotte for that.
Yeah.
What'd you guys get?
Oh, you're really wanting to? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I got some new headphones. I'm like the biggest technology nerd that doesn't know anything about technology.
Okay.
Like, I keep asking for these advanced things, and I use 50% of their maximum capacity. So I got
that's very accurate of you.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's 100% me. So yeah, I got some new headphones. I got the Beats Fits Pro. So they're
Are those the ones that are like Apple? They're like extra Apple compatible. You know what I mean? Like they have all the connections that the
they are Apple because Apple owns that brand.
Oh, I didn't.
So
know that.
they have a lot of that connectivity.
Yeah.
So that works pretty good. But I got those just for running, going to the gym, whatever. Got some new running sneakers.
Same.
And some other stuff that I'm blanking on.
Oh, I thought it was
No, I knew
the
what
look
you were
on your
thinking,
face was like, and some other stuff. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm blanking. I got I don't know, man. I'm sure I got something. Jason.
You talking about like side of the bedroom drawer kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
That's what it sounded like,
I didn't
too.
get any of that. No.
Little gifts to both of you,
I
sort
did
of
not,
thing.
No,
Yeah.
none of those kind of
No.
toys. No, I didn't have
That's disappointing.
I'm trying to think of what I got. I got some. What did I get? I got this juggling thing because I want to learn how to juggle.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's real. It's like,
No,
how
I
to do it.
believe that it's real.
You want to?
And I have so many questions.
I'm on a kick where I'm trying to
Are you
Become
applying
a
for the
circus
Renaissance
clown?
Fair? Yeah. What are you talking?
I want to be a real jester, guys. That's what I want to be.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm reading Atomic Habits again, and I'm like trying to do. I want to learn a new skill kind of every year. Juggling.
Of all the habits to build,
Yeah,
that's the one.
honestly.
That's the one you're opening 2025. Yeah.
So what? I mean, like, trying to take this seriously. Why?
I love it. I think
Like,
it's
why
like-
that? Just cause?
A little bit, just because like it was sort of offered, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be! I'm gonna make."
Someone
this
offer you
amazing.
3
Yeah.
balls. Like, what do you mean? It was
like
all-
there was it's like a no. Well, there's
Someone offered you
actually I think
3
there's
balls.
5. I think there's 5,
Oh,
and it's like a
all right.
kid, and it tells you gives you step by step.
Actually, there's 5. Everything about this is just getting better
Yeah.
and better.
yes, and it's like, will I bring this on stage one day? Probably.
No,
Yeah.
you better not.
Yeah,
You,
absolutely.
Jason, you
Oh,
better
you know
not.
you
Why not?
There's
I'm gonna
no-
bring my guitar on stage at some point.
That
and,
I need
and,
to get back
and,
into. I did that a
and I'm
couple
gonna
times.
juggle just for a
Okay.
minute. How funny
Just
would
for
that
a
be?
minute.
Just
Can you imagine? Be
Oh, I
like,
can
no one will
imagine.
see that coming.
You should, in the middle of your set, say, "Okay, I'm gonna juggle now, just for a minute,"
and then I'll juggle.
and then just juggle
Yes.
and be like, "That was a minute."
and then stop juggling,
Back
and
to
then
the
just go back
jokes.
to the jokes.
Yeah,
How funny would that be?
Jason, here's
I'll
the thing.
tell you when I
Jordan,
see it. I
Jordan has
guess.
thoughts.
Yeah, I do, because you are so influential in the Charlotte comedy scene.
I don't know why.
You are going to raise a new crop of prop comics if you do this. For the sake of Charlotte comedy.
Well,
I think there was
put
a
those
time when
balls
you were that
down.
relevant.
Yeah, maybe not anymore. I will say it's a little bit of a joke to do it on stage, but it is like I want to learn a skill. So I got a friend of mine. He kind of does this all the time. He's like, every year he's just a brilliant guy, and he usually picks something new every year and does it. And it could be anything. The guy's taught himself piano, photography, he's taking photography lessons, cooking, all this. It's always something new. It's just I find that to be very interesting. And to me, that was something that sort of showed itself. And I was like, all right. I'll try to.
But
juggle.
again, how did it show itself, Jason?
Like in a gift, like it was a gift.
Someone did give you.
Who is this? Who is
my
this
mom?
Terrible, wonderful lady.
Yeah, there you go.
Who
No, it was
offered you this awesome thing.
It was
and
my
we love
mom,
it.
I think she was like, it'll be cute and fun. I was like, no, this is awesome.
Oh, she thought it was like sort of like a bit like a joke gift.
Not a joke.
We do that.
No.
We do little silly stocking stuffers in my family.
I don't think it was a joke gift. I think it was. I think it would be like, this would be cute if you did this here, and we got other stuff, but it was like that to me was like, that's amazing. I'm gonna do this. So
Did
hopefully
anyone else
like
get
6
you like
months-
an awesome like $500 gift that they're right now just like what?
No.
It's the juggling
no,
set.
No, and it's like for our family, it's like kids and stuff. Like
Yeah.
me and my brothers and sisters don't really get each other much.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like
right.
my sister got me something this year. It was like, I got her like a gift card to Whitewater Center because we hike. My sister and I. Hike
Oh,
together
nice.
a lot.
Okay.
So things like that.
That is
have
cool.
gone around, but nothing big. I didn't get.
We all just bought each other jackets from that one vintage store.
Really?
That's what my
That's convenient.
and we
That's
got
actually
one
kinda
for
cool.
Nora and she hates it. She hates it so bad.
Really?
man.
She hates it now.
Well, she hates it to the point that she was crying because she felt bad.
Oh.
She was like,
Oh
but y'all bought it for me.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry, I
gosh.
don't like it. Like she felt so bad.
Aw,
And so I was
okay.
like, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll just put it in your closet and it'll be there. And that way you don't have to feel bad because you didn't get rid of it.
Mhm.
And if you end up liking it, hey, it's there.
It's there for you.
Solved it. Dad of the year.
I'm pretty sure not. But
Yeah.
good for you.
True.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's nice.
She's wrong, by the way. It's dope.
Your daughter's wrong.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you that.
But she's also like the age where she's not going to like much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
About to turn 11.
Yeah.
I did get her a Taylor Swift sweatshirt or sweater in the middle and a Taylor Swift necklace, which what makes that Taylor Swift is that one little part of the necklace has a little TS on it,
Look at that.
and it was overpriced.
She
Of
making-
course.
she
that's-
making
that's all you
billions.
gotta do.
Actually, I gotta say, both of those things cost significantly less than I would have guessed. I went on the official Taylor Swift like merch website, just like, all right, let's just look, but definitely not.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right, that's like normal concert merch prices. So I've just bored myself.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That felt.
That was a lot. What we did do, I stand by this, and this, I'm going to be cheesy for a second, but spending time with family, I think it's funny. I remember being a kid looking at my like parents and their friends hanging out and sitting and talking and being like, why are they doing that? That looks so boring.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just going to talk? Ugh, that sucks. But now I'm like, we have a big party every year. We have a lobster and steak party. My brother and my sister,
surf and
they're
turf.
amazing cooks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we buy lobsters and everybody buys their own, and they have this big spread. That's my like favorite thing. Like of the year, it's that.
Nice.
Everybody gets together. We just drink and eat lobster and
Just
like
cook up. Okay.
Yeah, man. They're just that's
can
something
be
else I
something
want to
else.
do. Is I want to cook up better. Didn't you just say you said cook up?
I did, but
You guys
that can
just
be
doing
interpreted
crack.
more. Yeah.
just or heroin.
It's a spoon. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was I had a great holiday season, man. Kicking it off, or I should say, and what's the word I'm looking for? Finishing the year strong with those show
Finishing the
tonight.
year strong. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a break because we got to get off the stage at some point.
Yeah, we do.
Let's take a break. Come back, play some games.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Sounds perfect.
All right.
All right, we'll be back with Zoning Out. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Zoning Out, presented by the Comedy Zone. And we are still here. It is still New Year's Eve. There hasn't been a time jump or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened in
Continuity,
the universe
baby.
Stage. That's
that we
right.
know about. But, as Zoning Out tradition, we couldn't end this episode without doing at least one game,
Yeah.
right?
I think the games really make it so we learn something about each other. I think
That's
that's
true.
why the games are fun.
Helps us bond.
We're not presenting the information we choose to present. We're presenting information that is revealing that we don't get to. Go ahead.
I was about to say the juggling thing was pretty revealing.
It's pretty revealing. I'm
Yeah.
That's a
okay
good
with it.
point. That's a good point.
You guys
All
are really
right.
surprised by juggling.
Yes.
I was.
Why?
Okay.
You guys don't like jugglers?
I mean,
They
What's wrong with
don't
juggling?
take up
It's-
any
there's-
mental capacity.
there it
from
is. There it is. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not bad. It's just it is like, and not in a bad way, but it is like silly and corny, which
Yes.
is fine. Which is fine.
Totally correct.
But
and yes.
but also but it's
Hey,
also
Mr. Williams
yeah,
comedy. If you want to,
yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of pushback on that.
the juggling community is coming after
Yeah.
you, dude.
Honestly, views are views. But Yeah, it's just not. I'm with you. It's just not something that I ever think about.
Yeah,
Okay.
not at all.
Except my brother took a juggling class in college.
Whoa,
What?
wait a
See,
minute.
now you're
But he's a
you ran
theater
away
kid.
from me.
He was a theater major.
I
yeah,
mean,
but
I'm
still,
kind of a
Jonathan,
theater guy too. I mean, been a film guy.
Well,
forever.
I mean, I also ridiculed him mercilessly about it.
Listen, let's not pretend I'm not a dork. Okay.
Yeah.
Your brother got a weird class. Why is he around? What kind of laugh was that?
Excited one. Certified juggler.
Okay. All right. Games. Would you rather?
Certified
you
juggle
rather?
balls. All right, go ahead.
Do you
Would
say
you-
certified juggle ball?
Yeah.
Well,
It's from Not Like Us.
that was a
sort of.
stretch. All right, cool.
It was,
So
but
look,
it had the. Go ahead.
Would you rather lose all your memories from the past year or not be able to make any new memories for the upcoming year?
I'm leaning towards not being able to make any new ones for the upcoming year because
Okay.
I'm pretty. Like last year was just like a good year for me. Like it was like a good, just like this is like a serious answer kind of like it was just like
They're all
a
serious
year
answers.
of but like whatever, but a year of like I don't know, just like it's like healing to be honest. Like
Okay.
a lot. Like 2023 was tough.
Yeah.
It was not a fun
Yeah.
one for me, and left some like residual like scars and stuff, you know. And 2024 was a year largely of healing. So that would be tough. I would really be sad to let go of all the things I learned. And
Do you
remember
lose something
and
if you lose the memories? Like, do
It's a
you
good
lose
question.
the values of that year?
No, I don't think you necessarily lose the values of that year, but I guess it would be like a little jarring.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, who knows, like, what all has happened that you can't remember. Like,
Yeah,
now
you
you
kinda-
wake up and, like, your partner's there and maybe y'all just got together and it's like, oh, wait a minute.
I don't know if that. I think that premise is slightly flawed though, because I think that memory is a lot of what is inherently part of like thing of what you've gained. Like
Yeah.
as part of the values as part. So I don't. So whatever you would keep intact would be, I think, severely diminished if you lose the memories themselves.
Yeah, I kind of. That's a little why I asked. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So based a little bit on your answer was, if I lose those memories, I've lost some of the value of the of what you've learned and how you
Yeah.
felt.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
it a redemption year for you.
Right.
2024 was a
Yeah,
redemption.
and it would be tough. So this one's I think maybe kind of an easy answer for me, at
Okay.
least it's so far in the conversation.
Okay.
The idea of not making new memories as you go forward is, I guess
It
there's
is pretty rough though.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to look at that and say, okay, then I can do whatever I want. It's freeing. I
In a
can
way.
go and make some really sketchy decisions. And you know,
And then
Okay.
and then you can plead. You can essentially plead insanity.
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Okay.
'Cause you were
that's
not
an
in your
interesting
right
take.
mind.
I didn't think of it like that.
how about this?
Crime spree.
I have a terrible memory, and it has gotten me out of a lot of problems.
I mean,
It's a real thing.
man,
Like,
this is a different side that I
never
wasn't
would've
thinking
thought
of,
of that.
but
Okay.
I kind of
Yeah.
I like
good
it.
point.
that I'm not even kidding. Like, I got hit in the face with a baseball bat when I was a little kid, and I think that it's
Were you juggling then too? And they were,
Did
they were swinging
Tweety
for one of
Bird
them?
I-
go around your
yeah, it was like that. Like, you guys know that scar, man. That's like a real.
I'm actually
Nah, I
yeah,
never
that's
really
like
noticed
a real
before.
thing, man.
That little-
my brother hit me in the
Oh,
face with
okay.
a aluminum bat when
Wow.
I was
Ooh.
like, when I was like 5
just
years old.
just doing
Yeah,
stuff.
you know, listen, you play with fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get burned. He, yeah. So that happened, and I remember
Blamed himself. I don't know if you just caught that.
Yeah,
Self-victim
yeah.
blaming.
I'm sure I was
For getting hit in the head with
No,
a
my
baseball
brother's a
bat.
monster. He's a monster. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, hit me in the head. It was like a huge deal. Neurosurgeons. I had work inside.
I had
outside.
no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty
Wow, man.
pretty nasty. So I do think I haven't been diagnosed with this, but I think my short-term memory is like really not great. That's
Sure.
part of like overcoming that to be a stand-up comic was a big deal for me.
Oh, man.
My just
Awesome.
remembering like,
stuff.
Yeah.
Remembering jokes.
And so for me, in like relationships, be like, I don't remember. We never talked about that. Be like, yeah, we did. Be like, I don't know.
The thing.
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't.
Point
you
at
know,
the scar.
That's pretty good.
I
Okay.
do- I watch
It's
multiple
your Harry Potter power.
multiple episodes of the same thing and be like, I don't remember this one. Like that. Like that's a real thing.
I like it. I think for me, man, I always try to like make the next year better than the previous one.
Yeah.
At least in terms of comedy, because obviously there's a lot of stuff even comedy you don't have control over 100%.
Yeah.
But like, I always try to like strive and accomplish more. So I would rather take the gamble on being
What's
able to
next?
remember next year and
Yeah.
forgetting this year, in hopes that like I'll outdo whatever this year was anyway. So.
Do you feel like you've done that every year?
Every year? No, but like most years.
Yeah.
Most years for sure.
Specifically stand up.
Yeah, specifically in stand-up. Most years.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like when I first started comedy, I was just kind of like going through the motions for the first 2-3 years or whatever. And then I had that year off when I went to business school.
Yeah. Jonathan loved that year in Charlotte.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, he did. He did. But then I came back, and then I kind of took it more seriously after that.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I feel like I've kept like going up since then. So.
Yeah, I think I would be hard pressed to say that every year was just significantly better. I feel like I had probably a 3-4 plateau where I maybe similarly was like, all right, I gotta press. You gotta,
exactly.
get back to it. Get reinvigorated. I'm kind of shooting from the hip with that, but I kind of feel like that happened. Yours is like worse every year, right?
Something basically.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
It seems like it. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't know, man. That's my real answer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just keep doing it.
Maybe that explains some of what's going on with you.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
that's
so.
it right there, where you just kind of
It's fair.
just aloof and unsure about the world around you.
No notes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of his brand.
That's really is his
5
brand.
stars, man.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just go. I'm just gonna go show up.
Yeah.
It's a good way to be.
Kind of.
All right, you got another one?
I do have another one if we have time, but I will give you all the option. Do you want another New Year's themed one, or do you want like a regular one?
Whichever one seems like it's going to be more fun to you.
Okay. Would you rather have $10,000 instantly right now, or
I love the money ones, by the way. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
money ones are good. They're speak about revealing.
Yeah.
or karma becomes real for politicians?
Oh shit.
Wait, $10,000?
Should we up it?
Karma becomes real for real politicians.
All right. I'll up it. I feel
Easily.
like that was a low amount.
I'm probably gonna
Okay,
get
all right,
$10,000 pretty quick at some point. With
Okay.
all-
50,000.
Yeah, I'm still with the politicians.
Dude, it's gonna have to be a high number because I think the world for everybody who's not already in a stupid good position gets better, including all three of us. You know,
Yeah.
like if karma becomes real for politicians. That would cause chaos initially, though, because
It would.
so many terrible things would happen to so
would,
many
yes.
people who deserve it.
Yeah, I'm the karma all the way.
Yeah.
You going with the
I
karma?
don't care. Yeah, I don't even the money.
It's gonna have to be a big ass number for
Yeah.
it not to be the karma.
The excitement. Do we all get to witness these karma? Do we get
course.
to
Of course,
like,
yeah.
dude.
Of course
I
we wanna
mean,
see it.
and I'm not even like just bipartisan. Just anyone who's
Right.
been a
Yeah.
shit.
No, absolutely.
They have to eat their words.
We'll get
They have
basically a
to-
fresh start, I think.
I think so.
For better or worse, I guess.
I feel I get we're not being specific, but I feel like it's gotten worse. I feel like politics.
Oh, there's less and less karma.
No,
that
no,
what
no.
you mean?
I'm just talking about politically in general.
Yeah.
It's an absolute shit show, no matter
Yeah, sure.
where you're looking, no matter what direction you go in. I just think it's pretty terrible. Hey, Ted, you want to come on
Agree.
the show?
A shocking no from Ted. Everyone thought for sure he would
Oh,
want to
man.
do it.
He shook his head. I
shook
think he
his
gave
head.
me the finger. I can't tell.
In
He
his
did
heart,
not. He
he
did. not.
did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Did he use a thumb on that one?
think he did.
That's the gangster way to do it. You put a thumb out.
But go back to it. Like I think karma that would be exhilarating for so many people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
I think it's kind of the right answer.
Yeah, no, I think it is the right answer, and
Yeah.
I am going to pay
you
my
taking the
student loans
50?
off and watch the world burn.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, Jordan.
Wow.
If karma happens to politicians, I'm pretty sure your student loans are gone
Wow.
at some point in the near future.
Maybe,
That is the greatest answer, man. That
or
is
I
so
can
funny.
guarantee they're gone from
But
me.
that also
Boy, that would
like
solve some problems.
that answer drives home how correct the other answer is. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because what is the thing you want to get rid of? The thing that politicians have made a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
I agree.
That's fair. That's really, really fair. Let's leave there. Oh, I'm waiting.
I do
for the
love
guys.
it though.
We're at the zone.
Speaking
and
of politicians.
Oh, here's actually,
I'm over here waiting.
yeah, honestly, karma eventually, freaking eventually.
We've been waiting. We have been waiting.
Here is a question. I don't know if it'll change my answer, but does karma continue to happen for politicians?
Yeah, of course.
So
of course, it's gonna be a one-time
wow.
thing.
Yeah, the world's gonna get way better if that happens.
Come here, Bobby.
Yeah.
He said no too.
I
Everyone's starting to show. I'm sorry. I'm all distracted because everyone's starting to show up for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm waving. I'm trying to get people to come up.
Priorities.
Everyone has said no.
What happened to Stacy?
Yeah,
Why isn't she
Stacy.
over here?
Hey, Stacy,
Stacy,
come be on the show.
come on.
Oh,
All
she's
right,
gonna
here
do
we
it.
go.
You
We
know
got it.
she
We
was
got
gonna
it.
come. She was gonna come. All right. So people who don't know, Stacy Hess. She is the rock.
She is.
She's always here. She's doing the hard work.
Would you say like the longest
It's an open
tenured
invitation, by the way,
Yeah.
not just Stacy.
person
Yeah.
here?
Come on up.
Just
we
to
want you
come
to
be
say
on the show for a
this
sec.
It's the
Come
end
this
of the
way.
year.
Come this way. Come this way.
Yeah, go around that side. So Stacy, yeah, you've been here one of the longest here. Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Good. Say hi to
It
everybody.
doesn't look like it.
You're
everybody.
Get up on
and
that
this
also
mic.
got
Yolandi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
A lot of color on
Some
today,
ASMR
John.
for you.
Wait, say that
All the
louder.
colors. Oh, man. It's festive.
Oh,
Wait, is it
It's
homemade?
fabulous.
Yeah, but I got it at a vintage store. So like
Somebody.
Oh, somebody
Yeah.
did that.
somebody
Yeah, he
did
did-
this, and then I liked
No,
it.
probably recently.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Things get
It's the wrong.
Yeah.
wrong thing.
Stacy,
Yeah.
come over here. Come over here. Tell me what's your favorite part about working at the Comedy Zone here?
The staff. The staff.
Oh, that's such a
Yeah.
cop-out answer.
No, it's not.
not a cop-out
Nope.
answer.
That's literally the only reason. It
Yeah,
is
y'all
not
are
the local
soldiers.
comedians.
Oh,
It is not.
whoa.
Because there's way more not fun local comedians than there is fun. That's the only reason.
There it is.
Color amongst some
The
of the
few.
only.
Yeah.
Same answer for you?
Yes. I love my coworkers.
That's beautiful. I love that.
What's your least favorite?
The local comedians. Or is it also the staff?
Squeezing
No.
through the tables.
Okay.
I can see it, yeah.
All of this. It's quite tight in here. Quite
I
tight.
don't know.
You don't know.
I don't really have.
All right. You usually do the green room. How's it working in a comedy club for the comics come through every weekend?
And I mostly remember to tip you.
No, you've been getting so much better
Thank
about
you.
tipping.
That's good.
No, thank you.
That's a great thing. Comics, if you're at a club, tip
And just to be clear, my shittiness tipping is my memory, my brain, not my.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am better now. I'm being
Well,
consistent.
It's not the Hendrix and tonic. It's not that at all. It's not that. No, waiting
No,
in the green
definitely
room
not.
for people is awesome. I usually wait on the same comedians over and over, and we have like bonded, and I know what they drink, and I know
Right,
what
yeah.
they want, and we know how their show's going to go down. Or you wait on the same comedian so many times that you're like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. Never.
Name names.
Yeah.
Name names. Name names.
I'm just so happy going to be out of town that week, so I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Name name.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've been here long enough that I don't have to take abuse from comedians anymore.
Right, yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
But I mean, I don't know if I really ever did. But
You don't seem like that's you.
She's a sassy pants.
A little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's a
yeah,
sassy pants.
that's exactly how I would describe myself.
Say that really
I'm so
clearly. How would you
sassy.
describe Stacy?
Sassy pants.
No, I'm
Sassy
not.
pants. Just wanted to get it clean in the mic.
I'm not sassy. I'm a nice lady. People who know me know I'm a nice lady.
If you could snap your fingers, what would you change about clubs in general or this club?
This club, I would change it to its own standalone place with a parking
with
lot,
parking.
and a kitchen, and just not in this factory.
Not
I feel like
dependent
y'all have
upon
talked about this
different
before.
things.
Yes. Honestly, I feel like we would do so much more better if we had our own kitchen, if we had our own parking lot. Since, I mean, people don't like to pay parking. Tickets are not expensive, but I mean,
It's expensive, I would argue.
I mean, depending on what your spending limit is.
Sure.
I mean, you can come to the Comedy Zone and have a $20 ticket and still have a good time. but
Sure.
then you go outside and you have to pay $20 parking.
Right.
That's
what-
other
yeah,
than
exactly.
that, I really believe that having its own standalone, it would
Yeah,
That's
that
probably
would be
what
my
changed.
favorite thing.
How about this? Favorite comic? You have a favorite comic who comes through over the years?
Yeah, I have a bunch. Craig Ferguson, he's
Same.
awesome.
Love Craig.
I really like John. He's cool. John Reep.
John Reep.
Yep.
He's the man.
Always Dave. He's coming in January.
Joe is a staff favorite. Joe
Yep.
Dombrowski.
Yes.
We love Mr. D.
With him.
No, David Tell.
He's
Dave
wild.
Attell
He's wild.
is the nicest,
He brings us
staff
candy.
wise. Like he actually talks to us, and whereas some
As
people,
a fat girl, he brings us candy, and that makes me very happy.
he's a happy guy.
I want candy too. Like, what do you mean?
Love candy.
There's a new
I will take
generation
candy
of
at
comedians
any
who are
time.
coming who don't even know that they should be tipping.
Oof.
So there's that.
Please tip your servers. We go out and get your stuff that you ask for.
That you don't pay for.
You
Right.
know, we have to tip out the bartender for every drink that you drink. So if you don't tip us, we essentially pay to serve you.
Dang,
Oh, I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that
part.
specific.
What do you mean?
I didn't know
What do you
that
mean?
one specific.
Yeah. So it like everything that
I gotta go.
Yeah, that was it. She's so mad at you guys now.
Well, we do tip
careful,
though.
careful.
We do tip.
we pay basically. It might be like
Right, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
God, it could be dollars. but
Sure.
Essentially, I'm still paying to take
Is it a
think-
pool?
Wow, I had no idea.
Is it pooled? Like.
our tips. No.
Okay.
So the big one of the big
Yeah, I'm just
lessons here, which I didn't realize, is that so servers tip out everybody else, the full staff. So if it's like you just said, if you don't tip, then you're putting it on them. They're paying. The
I need to
server.
do
That's
some math
wild.
and see if I need to do more. Good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yolandi, did you give us a favorite comic that you've worked with?
That I've personally worked with. T.I.
I love Ti.
Love T.I.
Oh, that's so
T.I.
cool.
is my T.I. DC Young Fly, like they're some of my favorite just human beings as in general. But I mean, honestly, I love working with all three of you as well.
Aw.
Yeah, you're very sweet.
Likewise.
Thank you.
I mean,
Likewise.
There is something to be said about people you get to work with, maybe more often, and we get to know each other, family and friends, and yeah.
You know, like Stacey said, taking care of the same green room year after year after year, you build a rapport. Like
Yeah.
I've taken care of Tommy Davidson for years, so I
Right.
have rapport with him. Like Adele Givens and all
Mm-hmm.
these names I like. And then if you had got me 10 years ago and told me that you were going to be taking care of these people, I would have been like, you're lying. You
Right.
are shitting me. And never, like, this place has made my wildest dreams come true. And that's why I can
beautiful.
never just walk away from the comedy.
Yeah.
You know.
That's one of the things that I heard a couple headliners were talking about this. The accessibility of comics and comedians is different than any other sort of business and entertainment business. Like actors they are so kept away from everybody else, oftentimes even
Right.
the crew. Same thing with musicians. You don't get this sort of even kind of, what do they call it back not behind the curtain, whatever the word is, back of the house. Folks, I think comedians are much more just accessible, easy to get a hold
Oh,
of.
yeah,
your,
for sure.
your interaction
For sure.
is just greater, I think, which is cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I love my job.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change a thing besides, what we talked
The
about.
things. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close it out. Yolanda, thanks for saying hi.
Thank you,
You're
thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you so much.
Landy. That's great. I'm glad. This is exactly what we wanted to get some of the
Yes.
staff out here.
100%.
Stacy was really biting her tongue though.
She had thoughts.
Yeah.
she was biting. She'll yell at you.
She actually
She will
punched
yell
me
at
in the face. It wasn't on mic. I don't know if y'all heard it. But y'all saw it, and you were quiet like you should have. In fact, I'm going to pay for this. I'm saying it.
you. Yeah, you
That
are.
sounds bad. How I'm saying
Well,
this.
I'm just going to say my goodbyes. However, we're going to do this, but I think this has been amazing. You guys know how good of friends I've been with Kevin Shimko. He's one of my favorite human beings, and
Absolutely.
the idea of kind of walking away from the comedy zone was a real possibility. But getting you guys here and involved and it's been amazing. So I'm been really psyched about this.
It's my favorite part of the week, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Same, man.
It's great. You guys are funny and professional and friends, and this is awesome.
Yeah.
Glad you guys
Hell yeah.
decided to do it.
Shucks.
I take it all back. And I'm gonna
Why? Because I sincerely said a 1950s
yes.
thanks sound.
Take it back.
Thanks sound.
Thanks sound. All right.
I'm not good at words.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Zoning Out for 2024. We will be back in the new year with new shows, new hot takes from Jonathan.
We got some stuff coming up.
Yeah, we do.
We got
do
some
have some
surprises
coming up.
in store.
Yeah, so please keep up with us. Follow us on socials. Again, the Zoning Out Podcast on Instagram. Emails the Zoning Out Podcast at Gmail.
It's a podcast zoning out at Gmail.
Right. And of course,
.com.
you can call us as well. We'll try to get that in the show notes. Other than that, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Year.
All right.